All right, hello guys. I am back at it again. Had a little bit of a break, but we're back at it right now. With that being said, let's dive right into it. So first, let's go ahead and do a puzzle. I like to start off with puzzles because it kind of gets the tactic juice flowing. Tactics juices flowing, gets your chess brain just gets your chest brain in the mode. At least it does for me. So let's just dive in right now. So black to move. Black's got 3 pawns and a king. White's got 4 and a king. Black's down a pawn, but black's got an extremely dangerous pass d pawn. So with that being said, can we just push the d pawn? If we push our d pawn, 1 second, guys. Let me plug something in real quick. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Okay, let me make sure I'm still on here. Are we recording? Yes, we are. Cool. So I was saying we've got an extremely dangerous pass d pawn. He's got a pawn here in the h file, but we can always just stop it. So it's no worries. We can just go here. So if we push, he can go. If we push, he goes here. We push, he's too slow. So if we push, he goes here. So why can't we just push that pawn? Is it that simple? I don't see anything else. Okay, so he's going to go here. Okay, he wants to shove here. So if we just nonchalantly push the d-pawn, he's going to play pawn here to h7, and he's controlling the g7 square. So it's tricky. And then if we queen, he queens with check and checkmate. So the best move is here. We simply stop. We simply control the h7 square. And then we take here, of course, and it's a win. Cool. So that out of the way, let's dive into it. Let's go right into a 10-5 game. Adjust my mouse. Sometimes it takes a minute to get a game here. And I'll try to explain my thought process, but excuse me if I can't get everything. I want to play a good, halfway decent chess game, so I'll try to explain the key points, though. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No mo, no mo. There's your little tidbit for the day. Okay, d4, let's play knight f6. Baconian, Nimzo Indian, King's Indian, standard, traditional, Queen's Indian. I'm in the mood for something spicy. Let's just play this for now. Yeah. d6. Okay. Okay. Castle. We're just developing right now. I'm going to play c5 right now. He can trade, and swap the queens if he wants, but I'm not upset with that. I'm happy with that. I'm not upset with that at all. So knight c6 coming. Oh, sorry, knight c6. Bishop somewhere on the diagonal. Gotta watch this pawn's a little tender on b7, so we can't prematurely move our light square bishop with him on the long diagonal. So we have to be cognizant of that. But I think knight, if this tension gets resolved and there's no d5, then knight c6 would be desirable. So he's taking a little bit of a think here. Let's look at our opponent. So he doesn't have a bow, just a blitz. Similar ratings. Oh, I'm 1-0 against him. Cool. So I've played him. Let's see. Sometime. Okay, I'll look at it after. I've played him sometime before, and I'm 1-0. Sometime in the past. Okay. Within the past 3 years, because he joined 3 years ago. Yeah, right here it says the score. Okay, so it was a blitz. I guess it was a rapid game. I don't know when it was from, but we played a game before. Interesting. Cool. Okay. So he's taking an extended think here. So for him, he could just castle, he could play e4, he just castles. Careful, if I play this, there's d5. Now what do we want to do here? If I play queen c7, a6 is always a useful move. So I'm just going to play a6 now. It's a useful move controlling the b5 square because I want to potentially play queen c7 soon and not get harassed with knight b5. And also with queen b7, with queen c7, I control the b7 pawn. So it frees up the light squared bishop. It gives the light squared bishop flexibility to move anywhere in the diagonal it wants to at any time. Good prophylactic move, a6. Nice little time edge here, folks. Nothing crazy, still early on in the game, but nice to see him thinking. So candidate moves, queen c7 next. That's my main candidate move right now. Rook e8's a move, knight c6 is a move. I don't quite know where this bishop wants to go yet, so I think I'm going to just keep it here until things further clarify. So he doesn't trade, he plays. This is a good move. Since I played a6, this pawn on, excuse me here. Yeah, since I played a6, this pawn on c5 is a little tender. Now I don't want to play this because knight d5. I could take pawn takes, and I went up. Oh, I went a pawn here maybe. Interesting. So queen c7, knight d5, swap. If queen takes or pawn takes, I take a pawn and there's no rook b1 because I pull back and the b7 pawn's defended twice. So I guess after queen c7 he does have this move if he wants it, which might be annoying. Yeah. Could always, I guess, play queen b6 there. I don't want to go here because the diagonal. You know what? Let's... there's knight d7's a little passive though. Let's play queen c7 pretty quick and see what he wants to do here. So there's knight d5 and bishop f4 are the two most obvious moves for white. I think one of those moves will be played. There's also other moves. There's queen, there's knight moves, opening up the bishop. There's even rook c8 maybe. But the two obvious moves are, of course, knight d5 and bishop f4. See which one he plays. And let's try to keep this time edge if possible because this is a pretty not standard, but this is a pretty, not basic, but it's not a very complicated position. So I can blitz out moves pretty quickly and gain a significant time edge like right now. So once the position becomes critical and more tactical in nature, I will spend more time. But as for now, there's no need. I can blitz moves out pretty quickly. So let's try to keep this time edge. He's under 7 minutes now, if possible, of course. When I need to spend time, I will. But I don't deem this as a critical position just yet. And there's an increment too. It's 10 plus 5. If this was a 10-0, this would be huge. But in a 10 plus 5 game, it's not as big of a deal. It's really not. It's nice that I have a 2+ minute time edge, but it's still early on, and it's not as big of a deal with the increment. Quality chess is most important. So with that being said, candidate moves for me. Bishop. I still don't know where this bishop wants to go. I mean, I could put it on f5, but it's kind of funny there with the pawn on g6. And it can always be targeted later. So I don't quite know. This knight wants to go to c6, but it blocks the coordination between the queen and the c5 pawn. So I've got some thinking to do. d7's an idea. Rook d8's obviously an idea, getting a tempo, which is the point of queen c7. I also want to defend my pawn, but also prepare rook d8, getting a key tempo against his queen. So, yeah, there's a few moves for me. I do want to open up this bishop sometime, but it's not, the time isn't ready yet. It's not now. So this is the most obvious move for me if he does something besides bishop f4 or knight d5. Okay. It's almost under 5 minutes. He plays pawn h3, so kind of a good move. It's a critical square. I had knight g4, which I didn't mention, but it's a nice probing move. Cuts out bishop g4 in some lines, so probably a useful move. Let's play this pretty quick. Let's gain the tempo. For the sake of my argument, like I just said, keeping the time edge. I'll be happy if he gets under 5, but again, not critical yet until he gets under 2 or 3 minutes with the increment. So queen c2 runs into bishop f5 with the tempo. It's a nice move to play with the tempo. Where does this queen want to go? Queen b3 is an idea maybe, which he'll probably play. Putting a little bit of pressure on the b7 pawn, which is adequately defended now, but you know, when the knight moves, if the queen's on b3 and the bishop on g7, it puts a little bit of pressure. This is also a good move, so he's just coordinating to try to trade the bishop. But even if he goes here, I could just pull back because the bishop's off f8. I don't lose the exchange, and if I want to keep my bishop, which I think I do. So, I really want knight c6, of course. Excuse me, folks. But doesn't quite work yet because the pawn hangs. Knight d7's okay, but it's a little passive. I could also likewise, like he played bishop e3, I could simply play bishop e6, which is good. It's with the tempo too, so I kind of like that move. Although it runs into knight g5, which I can't stop now because he's got the battery. So let's play this pretty quick. Again, tempo move, developing move, can't be bad. It's a good move. This is clearly the best square on this diagonal right now. So with the tempo hitting c4, b3 is a move, but it weakens this and it opens this diagonal. If he plays b3, it weakens the dark squares and opens this diagonal. So my bishop turns into a monster. And the knight's protected now, so it's not a huge deal, but in the future it could be tactically. It could be tactically liable with the open dark square diagonal. So he's under 4 minutes now. He opened, so I'm happy to see that. I'm not sad. I think I provoked a weakness. Not the end of the world, but the dark square diagonal is open now for my bishop. So there's this move immediately. I mean, he could take, I take. He gets 2 pieces, which I don't like, and that's really good for white after knight e4. So let's try something else. I need to develop somewhere b6. Likewise weakens this diagonal and the rook's there. So I'm really hesitant to play b6 here in this position. Knight d7, but it's just so passive. The knight, I just much prefer to put the knight here. Can I play b6? b6, knight g5 is good for him. Okay. Yeah. I might need to just suck it up and play knight b7 for development purposes, development's sake. Knight g5 is annoying. So if I play knight b7, knight g5 is really annoying. Bishop f5, and he's damaging my structure. So this is a critical moment, I think, here. So I'm going to take my time. Actually, I see something better. Now that I've provoked the weakness, I'm going to immediately go here. This looks funky. This looks weird. My point is this. I've provoked the weakness, I think is a weakness, b3, opening up the diagonal permanently. I'm getting out of the way of knight g5. I'm rewriting my bishop d7 to c6. It looks funky, but I've gained a tempo here. It's not bad. I can play bishop c6 here now. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can't. This hangs, duh. So, I'm not thinking today just yet. Positionally, it's good. Tactically, it just loses the pawn. So that's not good. Actually, bishop c6. Oh, he could take first. Okay. Bishop c6, if he takes, I could take, and then take, and I win a piece. But he could take the rook first. Tricky. You know what? I don't want to play e6 though. Okay, I'm gonna play b6 here. I need to get this knight out, and I really want to go to c6. So I'm just gonna defend this pawn. There's no good knight discoveries I see. There's knight, of course, knight e5, but I just play here. Knight c6, take. If he takes my bishop, I take his knight. Rook takes, etc. So, okay, bishop f4. So I can gain a tempo back with this one. So creating the battery, getting a tempo here. He can play knight here, and he hits the rook. But my plan is knight here. Knight e5, knight c6. Knight takes, bishop takes. Oh no, am I just losing tactically? Okay, I made a mistake. So actually knight here I have to play this move. I'll show the line after the game. I think I have to play this because knight here, he could have taken. When bishop takes, he takes with check. I have to take, and then he takes my bishop, and he wins a piece. So I have to get out of this diagonal. And also key, it's protecting this too. Next move, I can play this. No, I still can't. Okay, I still can't because of this. So I've got myself in a little bit of a pickle here. Not the end of the world, though. I need to develop this knight. I could play this rook takes, though. That looks good. You know what? I want to get this rook in the game, right? That's doing nothing. With the tempo, too. Is this too cute? No, this is good. So I want to get this rook with the tempo, too. So the a7 rook is doing diddly squat. So now it's in the game with a tempo. Not a tempo he could take with the knight, but it's in the game now. And if he takes now, I could take with the knight and then play e5. See what I mean about the time? It's not critical until the end. Especially with the increment. So expecting takes. Should I take with the queen? I still want to get knight c6, but I think I just need to develop at this point. So I'll take with my knight. And then prepare a quick e5. Or knight h5. Which is always a handy tempo. And remember, this diagonal is weak. If this... Okay, let's just develop here. I think I need to get this. It's time to get this knight in the game. I was saying knight h5 is with the tempo, and it opens up my bishop. So there's bishop d2, not the end of the world, but yeah. Now is when the time becomes more critical. Once he gets under 2 minutes, a pretty stable position. He's got the bishop pair. White's a little better, just with the bishop pair, with the light square bishop, but it's nothing crazy. But white is better in this position, I think. So, but nothing crazy. You know, we have a good monster bishop on g7 too. And our pieces are harmoniously placed. Rook in the center. Knights are defending each other. Queen's okay. 3 versus 3 here in the queen side. 4 versus 4 here. So. I might want to hold off on e5. I don't care about the tempo because I want to keep this diagonal open. So I think knight h5 is the way to go. It's a better move for the sake of keeping my bishop activity. I think activity is more important than pushing this pawn right now. So for the sake of activity, I do want to keep this bishop diagonal open. This bishop's diagonal open. So knight h5 is a juicy looking candidate move. If he plays a nothing move like a3 or some other move, instead of the tempting looking pawn e5. Okay. You know what? I'm going to play this pretty quick now. Let's go. Let's gain some more time. This is a good move. Hitting the bishop. I'm expecting bishop e3 or bishop d2. Or bishop here. Yeah, with a tempo 2. Okay. That's a good move. Okay, let's just go back. If he takes, I take with the bish. And then let's go here. Let's create a flight square. This is defended key. Okay, good. Now I can play e5 or take your time, Colby. What else is there? There's even a funky looking maneuver like this, but I guess he always has e3 to kick it. There's this to this. Does that do anything? No. Okay. I could just put my knight in the center if I really want. Yeah. Although knight in the center takes, bishop b7 might be a problem. And I can't defend that. I could push it, but I can't defend that. I'd like a better move here. I don't really see what else to do though. Okay, let's play knight e5. I'm not thrilled about it, but I didn't see a better move right now. Let's trade the ladies. Let's trade the ladies. I'm going to take with this knight if he takes. Because I want to open up the diagonal. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take with this knight. I'm sorry. This knight, because if he ever goes knight d5, I need to take. This pawn's terminally weak. I need to take. Yeah, okay. So, I'll pre-move this one. I'm definitely worse here. He has the bishop pair, but not much worse, but worse. White's for choice, but I'm not upset. Still a game. And I like my time edge factor here, which is becoming huge. So knight d5 is a simplifying move he could play if he wants to just trade everything off. Take. Knight versus bishop in game. My knight versus his light square bishop on d5. Or this. Another way of doing it. Should I play? No, I think I should leave that there. Shouldn't play b5 just yet. Or should I? Or should I? Is the time now to play b5? Or is it time to play e5? Is that too committal? e5 looks really committal. I kind of like b5. I don't know why, but I like b5. I'm going to play it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake. That was very dumb. I just gave him an outside passer. That was stupid. Yep. It was pretty not smart. Okay. Let's go here. Now if I go here, he pushes, I take, he pushes. Yeah, he's queening. He's queening. I might have just screwed this up big time. This looks really bad here. Ugh. Eh. Yeah. This is losing here. Because he's just going to push and the bishop controls it. That was dumb of me. B5 was the B5 was the game losing blunder that I played. Just didn't think. I can probably resign this, right? Yeah. Play on a few more moves, but probably resign it soon. It's just too nonchalant by me. Anything else and I should win. I mean, not should win, but I have good chances to win. B5 was very lazy. Or that. Let's try to blitz him. Really. Okay, he's just going to trade and win. Okay. He's just going to sack and win that way. Which is a bummer, but whatever. Yeah. Probably resign this one. There's chances, but it's slim. Let's just hit this and see what he does here. Now I have a cute little tactic I saw. This. Bishop take. He can't take because I push. Is there any other way of manufacturing that tactic? Tactito. There's still chances. There's still hope here. Let's play it. I'm going to win this pawn, right? Well, he could defend it. I guess he could defend it. That was stupid. I should have played this way. This is definitely a warm-up game. This is definitely a warm-up game. This is stupid. Just give him time now. Okay. Let's pre-move this. Yeah, this is easily winning for him. It's winning, but he still has to prove it. But it should be pretty simple. Actually, I have this clever move. Yes, undermining. Yeah, he played the best move in response to it. If I take, yeah, there's no waiting moves. Okay. It's a bummer. There's nothing. Yeah, he's king up now. That's elementary, as they say. My only hope is to get in the corner now. So, there is the best move. This is fine too, probably. If I go here, he goes here. There's drawing chances. And then I go here, he goes here. I go here. Let's go here. Let's get the diagonal opposition. See with the increment, anything's possible here. Let's get the opposition. I'm in the square if he pushes. Yeah. Let's get this. Okay, so this looks like a draw now. Never mind. They just proceeded to be a complete idiot. I'm just not thinking now. I'm just not thinking now. Probably still a draw. But I'm flirting with fire here, as they say. Yeah, this is a draw. But I'm just flirting with fire. I'm just going to shut up now and focus. I'll talk after the game. I'll offer him a draw here. It's a pretty easy draw. My king hides in the corner. And if he's got the pass pawn, then he really can't do much. Okay. So I'll show why it's a draw. He wants a rematch. I'm going to analyze it first. Basically whatever he does, let's just say he goes here. When he eventually pushes, take, push. I'm just going to hide in the corner, draw. He wants one more. I think he left. So let's analyze the game. Not a great game by me, but let's look at it. Yeah. Big swings here. Not a clean game by both sides. e4, knight f6. King's Indian structure. Yeah, funny bishop maneuvering. Yeah, knight e5 was good. He's clearly better, a little better, not crazy. Yeah, knight e5. Yep, only move is rook a7. If I go here, then he's even got rook there. But yeah, the best move, yep. Knight takes c6, what I saw. Have to take with the bishop, right? And then the in-betweener. And he just wins a piece. Queen, rook, and 3 minors. Queen, rook, and 2 minors winning. So rook a7 is the only move there. Rook takes his best. Yep, getting my a-rook in the game. Takes his knight bests. Yeah, f-knight or d-knight, same. Still 0.7. A little better for white. Knight f8. Okay, so a different maneuver. This was all pretty clean. Fairly clean. Just trading the rooks, trading the queens now. Yeah, here was my big blunder, b5. Instructive blunder. It's a blunder because he takes, and plays a4, and I give him a passer. So, very instructive blunder. If anything, I learned that b5 is a mistake because it allows him to take, and play a quick a4 and develop and generate what we call the outside pass pawn, which should win for white. As you can see, it's borderline winning here. So, that's what he played, take. I got lucky to get a draw, really. There. I've got to sack my knight for it. He's winning here. But I was going to resign. I'm happy I didn't resign. Never resign. Right? Because, yeah, King e3 was better. The computer says they're both equal, but I thought King e3 was better. So he's cutting me off. This helps me. f4 because it helps me go where I want to go. My king wants to zigzag and do anything to just get in. This is greedy. This is a blunder, right? Pawn grabbing. He just needs to focus on the one threat, which is stopping my pawn, and then he wins. He's up a piece. But look at the eval. It goes from 4.2, 4.4 to minus 4.6. I'm winning. I just missed it. c3 is too cute. c3 just wins. Why? I thought that just king here, right? And it's with check. God, I'm an idiot. I can't believe I didn't see that. I'm an idiot. That's so easy to find, too. Yeah, very bad game by me there. Very bad miss. That is that miss right there. c3 wins. I should have just played that. But got a little cute. Now he's better. Now he's winning again. Because now he can stop it. This is cute, but doesn't do anything. He's still winning. But he slips up here. Where does he slip up? This. So this gives me the opposition. This just creating the passer wins. But what he played gives me the opposition. And I play the only move. There's one move that draws. g5. Simply undermining this. So if he takes, I'm going to take, and there's no way for him to defend this pawn. And then it's a dead draw. But he played king e3 is the only move, of course. And then he's winning again. Yeah, he's still winning. He's still winning. He just completely botched it. Yeah, he's completely winning here, right? Just anything wins this. I'm boxed out. But he played the one move. I got very fortunate. Because h5 is a draw. Now I have the opposition. Okay, let's play a blitz game. I want to get that one off and just play a blitz game here. A draw. The first game. Got lucky to get a draw. Let's play 1 or 2 blitz games and we'll call it. Probably 1. Because this video is already pretty long. So we'll play 1 blitz game, maybe 2, but probably 1 if it's a good one, and call it. e4. That's my chess. Knight f3. In memory of Danya, his favorite system, the Glek. So bishop g2. D3 or D4, castle. Doesn't this allow that famous tactic, knight takes E5, the center fork trick? Knight takes E5, knight takes... Yeah, let's go for it. Bombs ahoy. If bishop takes, I just take it. I'm better. I've won many games that way with the bishop pair. He doesn't go for it. He just gives me the pawn. Okay. I'm still going to let him take if he wants. Bishop G2. D4. Is there anything different about this? No, I don't. Okay, so he plays there. So this is the standard position. Now there's I've seen this a John Bartholomew video and a Daniel Naroditsky video. There's moves like knight D2, F4, and E5 winning a piece. Let's castle first though, for simplicity's sake. So I like this knight E2 and F4, right? And then he's only got one move right there, and then we win a piece. I guess not, because he has a check, an in-between check. So I guess not in this particular position. But it's still really strong. Big, huge center. Yeah, he goes there. Let's just play... I do weaken the diagonal a little bit. Queen B6 ideas, but not too concerned about it. Let's just play it. Let's play it slow. Let's play this bishop E3 and build up. This isn't F4 is not going anywhere. I don't want to rush. So this is a key move. I don't want to rush it. In years past, when I was a more immature chess player, I would rush F4, and then he'd get some Black will get some counterplay. There's no rush. Pawn H3, right? Bishop E3. There's no rush. Or even bishop G5, but just H6. So bishop here. There's no rush. If he plays bishop here, it's fine. We can take or keep the tension. Queen E2 or something. Rook D1. Take our time. Okay. A good move with the tempo. Well, I'm covering it twice. So okay, it's covered. Now I might want to play that. Now F4 looks juicier. Let's play F4 now. I know I'm expanding quite a bit. It's a little risky to play like this, but let's play F4 now. I want to get a quick E5 with tempo, opening up my bishop. Boom, ski. Yeah, B6 is bad, I think. Yeah, so this is really pleasant for me now. Just, it's not over yet, still position, but just a really good position. Okay, I can't take because he takes here. Fair enough. Is there anything else I can do? I can just play bishop F2 if I want, which is simple enough. Bishop F2 just wins a piece, right? Wins a pawn. Bishop F2, the knight's completely corralled. So bishop F2, he's got to play knight here. Take a piece, take a piece, take. Yeah. So bishop F2 wins a pawn. All the squares are taken away from the knight. He's got to go here and give up a pawn. Take, piece, take a pawn. Yeah. Good, then rook D1, pleasant position. Maybe D6 to just break things up and open up his position. But it's still not good for him, but that's probably his best try. King is nice and safe here with the dark square bishop, controlling all the dark squares and on this key diagonal. Yeah, that's the best move, I think. Let's go here. If he trades the queens, I'm happy to trade the queens. I'm not mad at all about that. So if he wants to trade the queens, I'll trade and play a quick. Yeah, and play a quick. Importantly, here, get on the file. Stop the file. The diagonal, dark square diagonal is covered by my bishop, so there's no bishop there. I just take it. So slow game now. We've got up 1 pawn, 3 on the queen side versus 2. So I'm going to want to create a c-pawn passer one day via c4, b4, c5, etc. One day, not now, but one day when it's ready to be played. If he plays rook there, there's always c3. Okay, let's gain a tempo here. If he takes, I just take with the rook. Every trade is better for me here. It's winning, but I still have to prove this win, though. Yeah, okay. Expecting rook c8 is what I'm expecting. Or that. Okay, he's just going to make me prove it. Let's go. Maybe I should have went this way. Maybe a little inaccurate for me, but it's fine. Let's go here. Expecting this, maybe. Okay, let's stay. We don't want to go here and lose the game. Let's go here. If he goes here, we're going to get this. With tempo. Yeah, boom. Like I said, I want to create a pass pawn with the c-pawn. That's the whole plan here. Very simple. a3, b4, right? Very simple. Okay. Just probe, get a tempo here. Let's see what we want to do next. Maybe bishop back and push. Yeah, probably bishop back and push. Interessante. Interesting. But probably not good. For him, that is. Cool looking move here. If he takes, we take. He's completely boxed in, his king. If he doesn't take, if he goes here, then we take a pawn. And then this pawn's defended. Everything's juicy. Let's pre-move this. Yeah, g5 is bad. Mistake. He had to play g6 to stay in the game. So his king, you can see, he's completely boxed. Yeah, he can go here, but he can never come in, right? So it doesn't really matter. And what I could even do here, I could even play like this b4 work, b4 take. If he takes with the king, push. Then he goes, yeah, b4 take. King takes, push. King back, push. We're too quick. Okay, so b4. Boom, nice tactic. Take, king takes, and we run. It's too quick. He doesn't have time. So then we come up with a king, yada, yada, yada. The rest speaks for itself, right? Or do we have better? Because no, this first, yeah. He's completely boxed out, right? So he's trying to get aggro here, understandably, but we have this move. Study your pawning games, folks. Study your pawning games. Study your pawning games. You know why? Because we've got 2 pawns. We're too fast. We're too quick. If he takes, we take. And unfortunately for him, we've got a e pawn and a b pawn. I don't think this is going to run. Take, back. I could even go back. So push, take. Cleanest is back. Yeah, back is cleanest. Okay. So it doesn't work. And then the pawns just run. If he goes there, I push. He takes, I push. I'm expecting resignation right now. Pass pawns, run for a touchdown, and win the day for me. Yeah, doesn't work here because take. And the cleanest is just pull back. Does that work? That might actually work. Take. He's going to run the H pawn. Okay, we're both going to queen, but I'm still winning. It's just more complicated now. Oh, I check first. I'm okay. I'm completely winning because I get the checks first, and I'm still up 3. Yeah, connected pawns. Easy win. Yeah, push this one. He'll get 1. I push this one. It's fine. And there's even a cleaner way to do it, which is when he promotes, I want to promote with check, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play queen here, check, and then I'm going to promote with check. I'll trade the queen somehow, and I've still got these two passers here. So I'll trade the queens. Queen here is going to trade the queens and mop up. Oh, okay. Or not just yet, but first check. The queens will be traded soon. Or mate. One of the two. Because, yeah. Yeah, so first, both ways work, but first check. I could have went bishop, queen check here first and force him onto, man, I'm playing sloppy today. The other one was better, the queen check. This is just stupid. It's still winning, but gosh, I'm playing stupid. The other queen check was just better, obviously. I'm playing really dumb today. The other one was better. Still winning, but now it's more work. It's just not as obvious now. A lot of checks. Yeah, still winning though. Okay, now we get the sequence that I want. Force him on a light square. Yeah. Resign. Okay, let's look at that and call it a day. Let's look at it very briefly, and then we'll wrap up here. So let's just go. Collect system. This was a mistake. Why was it a mistake? Here. Here, right? Oh, I forgot. I've seen this before. I just forgot. Yeah. So actually, I made a mistake, and I got lucky. He didn't punish it. This whole maneuver, this is a mistake after G3 is played, because at the end of the line, he takes, and there's a fork. So I forgot my theory. I can't play this after G3. When G3 is not played, it's fine because it's covered. But so I got lucky. He bailed me out a little bit. Got lucky that this still, he didn't find it. So there, slow play it. F4 expanding, E5. Now I'm winning a pawn. It's just very easy win here at this point. Yeah, D6, liquidate, trying to unwind, taking the file, getting a tempo, taking the file, taking the piece, just winning the in-game now. Just a matter of winning the in-game. Staying on a light square, C4 check. Just going to go through this pretty quick because it seems pretty self-explanatory. Here's the blunder. Yeah. Bishop F5. F takes G5? Oh, so even F takes G5 is winning. So A4? I don't... Okay. Okay. So I like what I did though. So, or not. It's just a mistake. Okay. So bishop takes e5 is the best what he played. A4. Oh, so he had to play a4. The move I missed, a4, the clamp move. But I'll still play this, right? And then h5. Okay. So I guess the computer says he gets some counterplay on the queen side. I have to run, and it's going to liquidate. Everything is going to liquidate to a draw. That's super hard to see from a distance. So I'm not going to fault myself for missing that. I should have seen a4. But I'm not going to fault myself for seeing this whole line with the counterplay and everything. So the human move, yeah, win before, cool tactic. And then this. I got a little sloppy at the end. It's cool little. This is a cool little pawn promotion tactic, trying to promote the pawn. So he plays f4, take, g4, take, h4. It's the best way to play, but unfortunately for him, it's still a win for me. It's just too much. And then I queen with check just so I queen with check and roll around a little bit and then trade the queens and win. All right, guys, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it and have a good rest of your day. Bye.